So I got these off eBay, these vents, and I'm actually quite surprised because the last set I got, they were fiberglass. They were actually on my Tour Edition Bon Jovi TDI 110. And these ones are actually plastic, which are really, really cool actually. Got a part number on here as well. They're made in Thailand from ABS. So that's really, really cool actually. Much better than the fiberglass ones, because the fiberglass ones here, this little bit here tends to break. Yep, so I'm quite happy with these, and this kind of is the finishing touch. I mean, these are not to everyone's taste, but I think for me, the only issue I have with the Mark III is the front bumper indicator and reflector thing that they did here is just so messy. It kind of, you know, got this little reflector if you've got the fog light, so it's like 3 bits. I mean, they kind of date quite badly, they fall off, the springs can kind of pop off, you go over a bump, the reflector can fall out. Stone chips seem to be a killer in this area here for the fog lights. Or you have the reflector, again, I don't like the reflector because the reflector doesn't come in amber, the reflector's white, or you get smoked ones and you got an amber light. If you like the amber lights, you're kind of a bit kind of stuffed with what options you have for the large reflector. There's also people do these larger fog lights, there's one-piece fog lights, which are quite nice. But for me, I like this more aggressive look of keeping the front end, I think personally to me, a lot cleaner with these little air ducts and kind of the amber lights, and also the quads, I think really finish off the Mark III really, really well. All right, so let's move on to a few other bits I need to do. So next thing, because I haven't moved it in a while and I've pulled it forward because I've got rid of the car here, I've noticed also the tracking is way, way off. So I need to kind of get this lined up by eye a bit better, and also sort out that gap. I need to bring that down maybe by like 10 mil so it matches the rear. That kind of stance I think is perfect really. So yep, just gonna lower the coilovers down slightly on the front and then straighten this up, and then I can also straighten up the steering wheel, because the steering wheel actually is nowhere near the center. But until I actually get this straighter, as close as I can get it by eye, so at least you can just drive down the road. Luckily, the tracking center isn't too far from where the workshop is, so it's only going to be a short journey, but it's looking very, very good. All right, let's jack this up and get those track rods adjusted. That looks a lot straighter now. So you're only going to really tell once you've actually taken the full droop off and it's actually sitting where it should be. And that looks straight. And that looks a lot straighter as well. So now I just need to adjust the steering wheel. All right, guys, so I'm gonna have to, you know, it's Christmas Eve. It's about 12:30. Just gone past 12:30, and I'm gonna have to admit defeat, unfortunately, guys. I can't get this running. So I've had a good look. I've triple checked the wiring, and it's definitely not the wiring. Plugged the machine in, we've seen crank signal, we've seen everything. There's no faults in it at all. I can get it running, obviously, on the easy start, but you don't want to keep it running on that. You'll damage the engine. The reason why I did that was to see if the injector was actually pushing any kind of diesel to the actual injectors, and it's not. I've actually loosened these off here, which you would do anyway, and it's not reaching the injectors at all. So I rigged up something like this, like a little bottle with diesel in it, and also some diesel treatment to see if I could free up the pump maybe, because the pump has been sitting around for quite a while, and I can see it's actually leaking diesel from this gasket here. So I'm calling this pump dead, unfortunately. So, I mean, I guess the good thing about this pump, it was running, and it was running fine, but obviously it's been stopped maybe for 2 years. Maybe it's got some moisture in it from sitting around here. It can get quite humid sometimes, and that's the only thing I can think of, because obviously it's been bone dry. And I guess that's my fault in the end. I should have actually sprayed some oil in there, or some WD in it to keep it lubricated. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Christmas It's not even going to happen for this year, I think. In the new year, what I'm going to do is obviously have to take off the timing cover off. The timing cover, the rocker cover off, time up the engine again, remove the pump, and I might as well actually at this point go for an 11mm element in the pump, so it then covers me for what I want. Because I was on the borderline of getting over the 200s with the standard pump and the lift pump, but now with the 11mm, I'll definitely be quite comfortably into the 200s with that, if not a little bit more. Which I'm not chasing horsepower numbers with this. This is just more about this, really, the whole car as it sits at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, which was the rear lights. I totally forgot to film the red, smoked red ones. Maybe I'll put them on now, actually, so you guys can see. But yeah, let me just take you around so you can see actually as you can see, some of the lights are still on the bonnet of the E30. The red smoke reds, which I didn't end up showing you guys, so I'm just going to do a quick bolt on and show you what they look like on the vehicle. So here they are. This is the missing bit of the video from the last video that I did, and these are what the red smoke reds look like, or the Soul Color Magics, as I like to call them. I know someone actually in the comments says, please stop calling them Hellas, because they're not Hellas. They are Hella originals, but yeah, they're not Color Magic Hellas. They're Soul's Color Magic. So that's what I've called them. He sold actually loads of these. He sold them worldwide. Since the video actually came out, he's actually been inundated with these. He maybe did a set of rear lights every so often, but since the video, he's literally buying up all he can on eBay and from breakers yards and doing, I don't know, maybe 20 sets a month. I think the furthest he's posted them out is Australia. I think someone in Australia has bought a set of, I don't know if they were these ones or the smoked ones. He's also looking to do actually BMW E30 ones as well as Mark 1s, and he does Mark 2 ones as well, which I actually have a set here, which are going to go on my project freebie. Also, a few of you guys actually commented, I need shelving. Yes, I need shelving. I know I need shelving. But also, I've been gathering a lot of parts for Project Freebie, as well as this engine here that's on the floor is for the daily driver. That's the engine and gearbox that's going in out of the 130. Also, right next to it here is an O2S gearbox that's come from the UK. That came out of my track car. That's also going to be going in Project Freebie in the ABF. It's going to have a 6-speed gearbox with a Quaife diff in it. This is quite a good gearbox, actually. It's got all the gears that's shorter than an ABF gearbox from 1st to 5th. And then 6th gear is actually slightly taller than the original 5th gear in the ABF gearbox. So I'm going to have a better acceleration and a better cruising all around. It's going to be a really nice gearbox to put in a car that's got about 180 horsepower, hopefully NA. It's going to perform really, really nice. And also, because it's got the diff, I might even do the odd track day in it as well. That is a box of ABF parts. And over here, believe it or not, this pile of what looks like junk is all for the ABF Project Freebie. It's going to be the rear brake conversion to discs, the front hubs, bearings, wishbones, subframe, power steering, brackets, everything's there. That's all going to be probably in the new year. It'll be the first video of the new year. We'll be actually jumping on Project Freebie, because this thing here is going to be a few weeks. I've waited this long now. I might as well actually get the pump done, put an 11mm element in the pump, and actually just, send it out there as far as the turbo can go, which I think is good for about 230, 240. So might as well push the limits then off the turbo with the bigger element in the pump. And also, I suppose it's more content for you guys to watch. What can I say, guys? Hopefully you're all full. You've had your Christmas dinners, and you're chilling out and you're in front of YouTube or on your phone, watching videos and enjoying content. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to drive this, let alone even start it. But it is what it is, and I will definitely get it running for you guys and for myself in the new year. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and let's hope 2022 is better, bigger, and COVID-free. I doubt it, but you never know.